What was supposed to be a celebration of Patience Mwakele's 7th birthday, the 20th of October 2005, left the little girl with an emotional scar that would haunt her for the rest of her life. That Thursday started off as any normal day, though little did she know that danger lurked among her own, a much older cousin known to be loving and caring. Narrating her ordeal, Patience says she went out swimming with her friends, and on her way back, she met the perpetrator who lured her into the bushes. The world around the grade 1 learner at the time suddenly changed when Mwakele's cousin pushed her to the ground and forced himself on the faint body, an action she could not comprehend. Although she pleaded with him to stop, he did not comply and instead pulled out a knife and threatened that he would slit her throat should she scream, words that resonate in her mind to date. She found herself lying bloodied on the ground, helpless.
I tried to scream. He pulled the knife and he scratched me on my chest.
With a knife?
With a knife, and when I saw blood coming out, I was so scared. And then that was when I sensed that if I dared to scream anymore, he was gonna just kill me. Upon seeing my blood coming out of my chest, I collapsed. He continued to do a despicable thing that he did
unconscious
while I was unconscious.
At the time, Mwakele had just lost her mother while her father was out of town and she had no one to confide in. The rape continued for 4 more years, she says, while living in the same house with the perpetrator, a factor that served to instill more fear in her. Her world was characterized by flashbacks and nightmares which negatively affected her in every way, and her school grades dropped drastically. Throughout her tender life, Mwakele says she has often felt suicidal. Now aged 23, she only opened up to a social worker this year and hopes that sharing her story will contribute to her healing and a voice of hope in the storm.
I know voices will always be there, flashbacks will always be there, but you need to speak out. Talk to someone you trust. I know it's not easy opening up to someone because you always think that people are gonna say this and that, but speak up.
Her perpetrator was never arrested until his death last year. Mwakele has since created a YouTube platform for rape survivors to share their stories and find ways to curb the increasing number of rape incidents in the country. On Tuesday, the Minister of Justice tabled a proposed amendment to the combating of rape law in the National Assembly with a hope to deter would-be perpetrators. Sialman Thikwa, NBC News, Windhoek.